What's up, Ghost Nation? It's your boy Ghost Rider. I'm so distraught right now. I'm so upset because Coming to America is a very near and dear movie to me. And this second film that came out really, really pissed me off. The directors Craig Brewer and John Landis. These are the directors I think who also work on Dolomite Is My Name. Now we waited 32 years, 30 plus years to get a fantastic movie, a sequel rather. And this is the garbage that you spew out after 30 years when you bring back most of the cast. And when you bring them back, you have them do the most outrageous, outlandish things that, in my mind, messes up what they did in the original. I am so disappointed in this film. I'm so disappointed in the story that he has an illegitimate bastard, illegitimate son that's claimed to the throne. Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall comes back, and this is what you do. You get Shari Headley. You get her back, who plays Lisa, who I thought was like an absolute gem in the first one, and now she's a drunk in this movie. She links up with his baby mama, and they get drunk at a wedding at a bar, and that's how you disgrace her character like that? You bring back the great James Earl Jones, and he's bashing his son. Oh, you're a weak prince. You're going to be known as a weak king. You're going to be assassinated in a week or two. The only bright spot that I liked about this movie was the son who liked the groomer or the barber. And then I like Wesley Snipes. They were the highlight of this film. Everything else sucked. And I love the guys. I love the guys in Queens at the barbershop. And Randy Watson. You bring Randy Watson back and you did good by Randy Watson. But everything else sucked. From Leslie Jones, who's terrible, all the way to freaking Tracy. Oh my gosh. Tracy Morgan's character as the Uncle Reem or whatever his name is. Terrible. Terrible, man. Cannot stand Leslie Jones. She's not funny to me. She never was. And she's loud. I'm loud. And I'm used to my voice. But her voice pisses me off. Oh my gosh. And then you bring Tiana Taylor. But Poto, that's her name. She's going to be playing the same character as Vanessa Bell Calloway. Where whatever you say she does. And why the fuck do you let Vanessa Calloway still bark and hop on one leg for 30 years? For 30 years. As Imani Izzy. For 30 years, Eddie Murphy has left her hopping on one leg and barking like a dog. Man, this movie was terrible, man. Another highlight that I want to say, not all of it was bad, but I'd love seeing Morgan Freeman in this joint. He was nice to see him in this joint. You got Salt and Pepper, you got Evogue, you got Gladys Knight. I mean, it was nice to see that. But it felt more like a concert than a movie. Ghost Nation. I was excited from the trailers to watch this movie. And when I got the movie, it's not what I thought it was going to be. And the whole circumcision. I didn't even like Arsenio Hall played a new character as the, what did he play? The witch doctor? Who was going to circumcise Eddie Murphy's character's son? Man, I'm sorry, man. This movie, Lavelle Johnson, who's trying to go through the 3 stages of being a prince. He has to do his princey test or whatever. This movie was terrible. I did like Kiki Lane, who played Mika. I did like her character. She was the oldest daughter to Eddie Murphy, who had the rightful heir to the throne. But in Zamunda, based upon James Earl Jones' character, he was Joffrey Joffre. Women wasn't allowed to rule. They wasn't allowed to have their own business. They wasn't allowed to do anything. And you build up this character of Akeem Joffre, who marries a strong black woman from Queens in Lisa, who's all about independency and women should have rights just like men. So she's been living in Zamunda for 30 years and she hasn't put that into effect as a queen? That women can't do anything, women can't do nothing like what men can do? They can't rule, they can't have their own store, they can't have their own shop, they can't have their own business. Man, I don't believe that for a second. I'm sorry, this movie was terrible, man, and I'm ripping it to shreds. I am. Like I said, I love the guys in the barbershop. They still had the same barbershop on the corner in Queens. I love Randy Watson who came back. I love that. Oh my gosh. I even like Oha. Oha comes back and starts singing with his golden mic. I like Oha. Even had one of the freaking thoughts twerking on him. Oh my gosh. This movie was terrible, man. Terrible, Ghost Nation. I'm sorry. I wanted to give this movie a chance. I love the trailer. The first trailer was bleh. It was meh. And then the second trailer blew me away. I was laughing through that second trailer. And when I got to the movie, this is the shit that you spew out of your ass? This movie was terrible. I can't believe they greenlight this shit. I can't believe they greenlight this shit. And then you let, what's his name? Jermaine Fowler, who plays the son, Lavelle Johnson. You let him do this shitty thing by trying to cut off the whiskers of a lion. By using cat food to distract the lion, to cut the whiskers off. And then Eddie Murphy has 3 daughters, and only one of them was an important factor in this movie, which was the oldest daughter. Yes, they all can fight. Yes, they all can use the stick pole, or the pole stick, whatever you want to call it. Freaking Arsenio Hall, he's supposed to be a badass, but... Oh, I'm not the warrior. Really? You couldn't defend the freaking country of Zamunda while freaking Eddie Murphy went back to go fetch for his son? The other highlight that I loved about this movie was the barber. She was funny. Her accent was great. She was a great actress. I really, what was her name? She played the barber. Marembi. Her name is Nomzamo Mbatha. She was great playing Marembi. Great. Another favorite character of mine. Her, Wesley Snipes. But this movie was terrible, Ghost Nation. I'm sorry. I know we all stuck at home right now. Things are getting better with the COVID and everything. But, man, it's free. I say watch it. But me personally, I give it a freaking 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10, man. Like, sorry, Ghost Nation. This is why I hate sequels. I hate fucking sequels. Because when you have something as good as the original, don't fuck it up. Do not create a sequel. Do not do a spinoff. Leave it as we all remember it as. And the fucking McDowells, man. Oh, it was good to see him back, Mr. McDowell. But when he started coming out with the McFlurby instead of McFlurry, I was done. The movie just I was freaking zoned out of this movie after that. I was zoned out, Ghost Nation. I'm sorry. That shit was corny. That shit was whack. McFlurby. Oh my gosh. All right, Ghost Nation, leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all thought about this movie. I thought it was some horse shit. Some cow dung, whatever you want to call it. It was terrible. I'm sorry, man. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'm about to get up out of here. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next one. Ghost Rider out.